How you guys doing? This is Captain Spencer Clark. I'm a professional fishing guide down here at Table Rock Lake, and today I'm going to share with you a crankbait that has been working really well for me the last couple of years, and that is the Arkie 350 Series Crankbait. This has got to be one of the most fish-catchingest crankbaits you'll ever throw. I can promise you that. I've won a lot of different tournaments using this bait. The biggest one was the 2019 BFL Regional down at Grand Lake. Even on day 2, I caught a 6-pounder throwing this crankbait, which helped me win that tournament. That was for a new Ranger bass boat. I've been using this bait with a lot of success. Works really good in the spring and the fall, but you can pretty much catch fish on it all year long. But in the spring and the fall is when these mid-sized crankbaits like this really seem to produce tournament-winning fish. A couple of unique features about this bait that you might not notice, just at a glance, but things I'm going to tell you about it since I'm a crankbait fisherman. One thing you'll notice is that this bill is just a hair bit longer than most crankbaits in this size. It's sort of similar to like a Series 3 or something like that, but this bait here has a little bit longer bill, which gives it a little bit more action to it. The bait also gets a little bit deeper, works really good at getting down to 10 to 12 foot. I'll throw it on 10 to 12 pound fluorocarbon line. Usually I'm throwing it on 10. A lot of times, I'm throwing this around rocks and, timber, and getting it down there in that, that 10 to 12 foot zone, a little bit deeper than a lot of people might get with like a wiggle wart or something like that. And these baits, one way that I really like to fish this bait is I like to fish it as fast as I can reel it. Triggers a lot of reaction bites, so I'm able to get fish that a lot of people can't catch on different baits in order to slam this bait. Speed is a killer in the fall and the spring. Even when the water's 40 degrees, I've caught real big bass throwing this crankbait and winding it as fast as I can reel it. It's a great way to trigger strikes from inactive fish. Surprisingly, something that you guys need to give a try if you haven't ever done that before. A lot of time guys are throwing jerk baits, Alabama rigs, and I'm catching monster bass, winding this crankbait just as fast as I can reel it. These crankbaits, they run true pretty much right out of the pack. Every once in a while I have to tune one, but for the most part, these baits are ready to fish right out of the package. So the quality and the consistency in these baits is really good, I can tell you that. One thing you'll notice too is these baits have a nice rattle in them. This rattle, if you compare it to a lot of crankbaits, a little bit different. So it's something that the fish haven't seen. Works really good on pressured fish. I've caught lots of big bags on this crankbait fishing behind other people in the same areas. Works really good in stained, clear water, muddy water. Done good on Table Rock, Lake of the Ozarks, Truman Lake, a lot of different lakes across the country. Fished it in Illinois, did real good. Anytime you need a crankbait that's going to go, say 10 to 12 foot, and those fish are starting to move up in those transitional areas, this thing is a fish catching machine. Discovered this bait, I'd say about 7 years ago. I was looking for a bait that, I could throw instead of a wiggle wart or like a rock crawler. I wanted to have a bait that I could give the fish something different to look at than what a lot of guys were throwing here in the Midwest. And picked this bait up, found it at Walmart, just on the shelf at Walmart. And ever since then, been winning tournaments and catching a lot of fish on it. Comes in a whole bunch of different colors. Some of my favorite colors are this green pattern one with an orange belly. You can find that. I like the shad pattern ones. This color here works really good on Truman Lake with that chartreuse in there. Those fish over there eat bluegills a lot. This is a good pattern for that. This white one here, this bone colored one. If you've ever thrown a crankbait, everybody knows that a bone crankbait works really good in the fall when the fish get around, bait balls and shad. One little modification that I like to make to this color is I'll take a Sharpie and I'll put a black dot back here, just a shad eye on this bait. Helps me get a few more strikes, I believe. But anyways, guys, spring is right around the corner. Right now, Arkie Lures has free shipping on all orders until the end of the year. Great time to stock up. As far as like a stocking stuffer for your fishermen. Stock up on these crankbaits. Get ready for spring because that pre-spawn crankbait bite is just around the corner, and you're going to want to make sure that you have a lot of these baits on hand because they are just absolute fish catchers. And if you haven't given them a try, you need to. They're the #1 crankbait in my box, my favorite crankbait to throw, so check them out. Until next time, guys, good luck, good fishing. Give these baits a try. You'll catch more fish.